So today is me cleaning up the frame of my truck. Hopefully before I go to work, I can get the frame cleaned off, like all the stuff like the hangers and stuff where I just whacked it off and didn't bother with it the last time around. Stuff like that. Stuff like over here. This side, I just got 99% of the exhaust hanger out of the way. I want to cut out the exhaust hanger right there. That way that it's cleaned out. I'm just going to nip the top of those bolts off, call it a day. I'm not going to bother trying to cut them all the way out, just enough to let them fall off on their own accord. And then if I've got enough time before I go to work, I'd like to start painting this. Get from here forward painted, and from about under the cab back to about right there. That way when I order my new C-notches and stuff, I can go ahead and cut and weld them in. Cut the excess off, trim it out, and make it look nice. This was extremely cheap. It works, but it's not pretty, and I don't like the way it's one of those things. It was a have-to-do case because the frame was buckling at the time, and now I'm making things correct. So that's kind of what I'm up to today. So we got this side cleaned up. Now we just gotta sand it all down, get it ready for paint. Basically just knocked all the rivets out, got that finished up. See, it's all in there. That hanger there is from this side on the driver's side. I showed you earlier. Been just cleaning this up as best I can, just to stave off the rust a few more years. Still got those two bolts there to cut off and knock out. And then this right here all to clean up. And at least mirror it on the other side before it gets too dark and I can paint it. Well, here's what I got so far. It's actually going to rain because it's starting to look pretty dark. The wind's picking up. So I'm going to finish this up here, what I'm doing. I'm not going to do anything more on this end because this will have to be cut and welded very soon. So this will be gone. All this is leaving. And then I'll finish it, box it in, and clean it and paint it some more. But this side is done, at least, for as much as I care to fool with it. Just to get it all spruced up. I noticed some deep pitting and right there around where the bumper sat and stuff, but I cleaned it out as best I could. So that's been painted, so that shouldn't rust back off anytime terribly soon. I do plan on doing more coats of paint. I just ran out. And so from there, I guess I'm going to hop over here and start working on my link bars, getting them painted. I want to do them in red. I'm really thinking about doing my panhard bar in red too, to contrast with the white cover and stuff. But that's where we're sitting so far, so see how it goes. I know that there's overspray everywhere, but this is going to be cleaned anyway. I didn't really want to have to take the bars off to paint them, so I just painted them on there because they're going to be nasty anyway from driving the thing. I mean, it's a daily driver. Let's just put a little extra coat on there because I noticed some places coming out on them in the paint. So this is just me using some apparently bright as shit paint to coat those one more time. Plus, to me, I like the articulation of the suspensions, so it'll also give you a better visual to actually see the thing moving instead of it just black bars on a black frame. Give it some contrast.